Guys, let's go down memory lane in the midst of this lawsuit with China and the verdict coming on Monday. Why did Khloe and Kim, if you guys didn't know, steal money from Brandy and her mother? Yes. And there's a lot more details to this that I really want to get into. Hey guys, it's Maradi. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at it again. It is daily and consistent content. Let's get into this video, guys. Injected, consistent and persistent. Yep. Always on time. Come on, PC Billy. We have some thievery going on here. Thievery. Did you guys know, guys, that, back in the day, Khloe and Kim were actually good friends with Brandy. They became good friends with Brandy through Ray J, with the infamous tape that Kim made with Ray J. Now, Khloe was Brandy's assistant, personal assistant, as in she was the one collecting the teas and the coffees. And then you also have, she was also good at in the laundry, as we know with Tristan. And then we also have Kim, who was a stylist. And they also worked for DJ Mustard, as we all know as well. And they also worked for Brandy. In April 2020, DJ Mustard had accused his former personal assistant of using his credit card to fund a lavish lifestyle, which reportedly included hundreds of thousands of dollars spent on designer clothes. And we all knew about that story that took place 2 years ago. When that story was shared on Twitter, another particular story went viral, which was spoken about in the past, which was actually the Kardashians and what they did to Sonia Norwood. Now, Norwood and Norwood Inc. are the management companies. Of course, Brandy's mother helps to manage her. That is the name of the company, and that is the name of Brandy's mother's surname. Court documents actually revealed, if we look at them, that according to Norwood, Kim and her sister had actually stolen a lot of money from Brandy's mother secretly by using the credit cards that were associated with the company. Now, get this. Get how cheeky this is. According to the reports, at the time the case was filed, the Kardashians admitted to using the card between 2006 and 2007, but claimed the money actually wasn't used, guys, to cover their fancy trips or their image or whatever back in the day. The money wasn't used for that, the $120,000. Now, I'm confused by this because you already came from a rich family. Your father was gifting you cars. So why do you even need $120,000 when you already, that didn't make any sense to me. Why are you out here stealing money? It doesn't make any sense to me. But instead, they used the money. They stole the money, guys, to actually fund their businesses. This is why I find it so scary. You have these billionaires and stuff like that, but the money they've used for their businesses is stolen from people. $120,000 was stolen from credit cards via their company to fund Dash and Smooch and to run their fashion stores. They actually admitted to using the card to help stock and open their stores, but they settled out of court. Now, the settled out of court is the key theme of this video because that is what they wanted to do with China. They wanted to settle out of court. The reason why I'm bringing this up now is because of the verdict on Monday, the China legal case, and we've got to get into how thrifty these girls can be. They want to settle out of court always. They offered China to do that. She refused and wanted to go to court. Had Brandy's mother refused to settle out of court and had taken them to court and had sued them for the theft of money, they would not be here today. And that is what I firmly believe and think, because they really wanted to settle out of court. They profusely apologized. Why? Because around 2007, 2008, their Keeping Up with the Kardashian show had just launched on E! News. The Keeping Up with the Kardashian show was launching then. Had Brandy's mother not settled and taken them to court and sued them, their show would not have continued on. With all the bad press, being sued out of so much money, them already admitting there is no case, they admitted to stealing and thieving, they wouldn't even be where they are today because of that Keeping Up with the show. This is why they want to settle out of court immediately, because they want to just park it and put it away because they know they're done wrong and they have the money to shut people up. You would think so. They literally abused her credit card, guys. Literally took it out and took so much money secretly. Because when you have a guilty verdict for thievery of over $100,000, what as a repercussion, what does that bring? Does that bring more damage to your coin? So I just want to bring this as a reminder for people that, these fraudulent charges, when they're brought to attention, that Khloe and Kim, they both apologized profusely and advised us through their attorneys that they would pay the debt in full. So they were making unauthorized charges, covering expenses, covering stocks, and opening up stores through Norwood's credit cards. And guys, Kim was close friends with Brandy. How can you do that to one of your friends? How can you do that? How can you do it to your friend that you're close with? You brought in your sister to help Brandy as well, and you're out here stealing money for your own businesses. It's such a thrifty move to make. So, you know, they can't be talking about how China is a toxic woman. They can't be talking about, as they said in their statements, that China's ruining their brands, when you forget that you were an assistant for somebody stealing $100,000, $120,000 on the down low, but yet you want to claim that somebody else is ruining your brand, or somebody else is more toxic than you, or somebody else is, you know, below you, or is affecting your image. It's giving hypocrisy. That's what it's giving, guys. It's giving false image. And I just want to bring this back into the stratosphere only for the reason of the China lawsuit. Only for that reason, to remind anybody that they stole money from Brandy and Brandy's mother whilst Kim was close friends with her, and they didn't even use the money for their own fancy trips. They had the audacity to use their money to fund and open their own businesses. As if they don't have money from their mother or their late father, they wanted to steal it from somebody else. Then they begged and pleaded, don't take me to court, we'll pay you XYZ, but we'll do this, we'll do that. And they want to scream about image. It's a madness, guys. And I wanted to just re-bring it up. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Subscribe to the channel. Click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Subscribe. Now I'm so tired. This is what happens to me now. I know it doesn't feel like it, but when you break your fast, your digestive system is working for the first time in the day because you're not eating any food or water throughout the day. So when your body is now digesting all this food that you've just suddenly eaten, you then suddenly become very tired, you know, a little bit dazed out or phased out just for like an hour or so, and then you're back to feeling fine around 11-12, an hour or two afterwards. It's just so annoying that this happened. But I wanted to just bring this out there to remind you guys of this lawsuit, the fact that they were begging and pleading, court documents, and how, you know, it's very unfortunate that Brandy's mother had to face this, because $120,000 is a lot of money, and, you know, you're not realizing at the fact that this money is going anywhere. You're not even realizing somebody's stealing it because you trust the people that are... You literally trust the people that are working for you. Khloe was literally an assistant for somebody out here doing up tea and water and sitting there. Like, these people forget where they come from. Do you know what I mean? That's the impression that I get. Everybody's on the come up. Everybody works up. There's nothing wrong in that. You don't start up at the top. There's only very few people who start up at the top. But you are literally assistants out here, personal stylists out here. And, you know, you were literally, these are the type of people that are not only on the come up, because there's nothing wrong with being on the come up, but being on the come up and will use and discard people on their way to do so. And this is a direct example, guys. It's a direct example, and it's a hot mess. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are. Video was not meant to be 8 minutes long. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. It is daily and consistent content, and I will catch you guys soon for another video.